Well, that's all right. We'll catch him up. Stream is coming on, and I'm tweeting, and we're up.
All right. So last time, you guys made it to the town of Fortune, where you fought some crazed uh, dwarfs who were very desperate for the tokens you had from the Horn Enclave. Um, and that was really it as far as updates go. Um, Once you defeated them, you, I believe, decided you were going to follow their footprints into the cavern at the end of town.
I remember making some tokens, and I don't know what we were going to do after that.
Well, what do you want to do then?
So, did we see where they came from at all?
They came from everywhere.
You followed their
Yeah.
footprints, and uh, well, you were able. You didn't follow them. You tracked their footprints, and you were able to determine that they likely came from the cavern.
And so the tokens are. Were the tokens marked with where they're for?
Nope, they just have a big L on them.
For some reason, I have the word casino in my head, but maybe I was just making assumptions because of the tokens.
Uh, I don't know if casino has ever been mentioned, but I would say you're probably not too far off.
I mean, it feels like magic gambling addiction is the vibe that I am gathering.
Yeah, I can see that.
We also know that there's weird, messed up, goopy water they're drinking, which we recovered some of. I would say it makes most sense to follow the tracks or to go examine the river. What do you all want to do?
Oh, I mean, the tracks lead to the tavern, so we could just bebop in there and check it out. I mean, either way, it shouldn't take us that long to do both. How does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
So, which are you doing?
We're gonna go. We're gonna go to the tavern because that's where the tracks lead, and we're gonna investigate it. And then after,
It's a cavern, not a tavern.
we're going
Like
to the, we're
like
going
a
to,
big cave.
we're. I guess we'll go to the cavern. Either way,
Okay.
The Cavern
look,
Tavern.
we're going to the cave because like obviously that's where the everyone wants to go to the cave. It's where all the evil layers are made in caves. Like
Mm-hmm.
What all the cool kids are doing.
Okay.
this is in Dungeoneering 101. If you see a cave, it probably has bad guys in it or evil monsters full of great
Something
loot.
yeah.
Just like Skyrim. Hey, do you think if we go into this cave, it'll take us to Blackreach?
I don't know what Blackreach is.
So in
But something.
Skyrim, when you go through a certain cave, you
Mhm.
get to this huge underground city that it has a secret boss where you ring the bell in the middle. It summons a dragon that you have to fight.
Oh,
And so it's kind of like a joke. Like, guys, I screwed up and now I'm at Blackreach. Like, if you Google it and you see some images, it's like a massive underground city.
It's a whole meme or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I keep joking about. We're going to this cavern, and next thing you know, we're going to be in Blackreach,
gotcha.
like a massive underground city.
I googled it, and it looks more like a forest.
Well, there's also buildings in there
Oh, okay.
and a castle, if I last remember correct.
Does the water flow seem to lead towards the same place as the cavern?
Let me look. I want to say yes, but I don't know off the top of my head.
I mean, thematically, it would make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't really specify, but I'm going to say yes. Because as you said, it makes sense.
All right.
So, to the cavern. As you approach, the cavern looms more than 20 feet wide and tall, opening up to a dark tunnel that winds its way beneath the foothills. A strange smell hangs on the air, reminiscent of oil and ozone. What would you like to do?
The air's probably dangerous.
Can I sort of just take a look around and see if there's anything like that I can see without going in?
Yeah, you can roll investigation.
Could I roll perception?
Nope. If you're, I mean, it's a cavern. If you're looking for anything more specific, yeah, you need to investigate it.
Well, with my 1 point, it's yep, that's about what I expected.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Does anyone else want to also investigate or help him so he can roll again?
You know what? I'll help you, Aaron. I decided to go in here as well. We're going to Blackreach anyways, so let's go in here.
Right.
Roll again, baby.
Are we doubling down on my +1 bonus?
Yep.
Yeah, and it
All
worked
right.
out.
Um. Okay, so yeah, you rolled. Yeah, perfect. You search around the cavern entrance, and you're actually able to detect a pressure plate running from wall to wall underneath the dirt floor. Um, you are also able to identify an object hanging from the ceiling uh, about 50 feet further down the tunnel.
Veerheist, do you want to take a look at the mechanism? And
Sure.
I can assist him by pointing it out and giving him guidance.
Okay. Roll.
Investigation.
Um. Well, what are you trying to do? I guess I should ask first. There's not
Understand.
not going to be much more I can tell you investigation wise, other than that you can deduce this platform, this pressure plate, will activate whatever is hanging down into the cavern.
I feel like this is a fake out, and it's going to pop up a giant sign that says Lottie's, and then, like, you know, neon lights are going to go on, and, like, balloons are going to drop.
Like a Borderlands kind of thing.
Yep. Do you want to see if you can, like, disable the mechanism of the floor plate?
You, if that's something you'd like to try, you absolutely can attempt it.
Veerheist, do you want to give that a shot, and I'll help out?
Sure. Would that be survival, or would I roll one of my tools?
You would roll thieves' tools.
And I will assist with my pointing out where it is and handing you any extra tools you
And
need.
if it asks, use dexterity as the stat
Okay.
for this.
Good work.
Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, as far as you can tell, this has been disabled.
Sorry about that. Do you want to, like, throw a rock on it or something first?
See what happens.
How about a really big stick?
Just poke it with a stick.
I mean, I guess we could throw a Dwergar body on it.
Or there you go. Yeah, true.
I mean, I would assume that it's, like, weighted. It's pressure sensitive for, like, humanoid.
That's true, yeah. My magic stones are probably not very heavy. Was a good throw, though.
Yeah. Nothing happened. You hit it. Nothing happens. Which, is to be expected since you disabled it.
It is disabled.
Safety first. Safety first.
You never know. Yeah. Just throw a rock down the cavern and see what's at the bottom of the rope.
So if there's a ton of Dwergar, I almost feel like we might as well just take lights, because once we get in, they're going to see us fine anyway, and otherwise Veerheist isn't going to be able to see.
Well, no, I have my goggles.
Oh, that's right. Okay, all of us can see now. All right. Do y'all just want to go in?
Yeah, I can't see. I still am blind technically.
Oh, he still doesn't have. Wait, can't.
Oh no, wait, no, I have dark vision. I lied.
Yeah, I thought you were. I was gonna say I thought you were
Half elf.
not a human.
I kind of forgot about. For some reason, I'm used to Aaron's like glow, and so I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, I definitely forgot about. Like I've just gotten so used to like being in like light areas with Aaron's glow, like really brightening everything up. That's
Yeah.
like.
Like,
Oh,
I don't
and
know.
I'm
We
like,
need to.
I do have dark vision. I lied. So I'm good. I think we can all see in the dark now.
Yep.
Okay. So heading in.
Sure.
All right. As you step in, uh, the pressure plate is not active. You did successfully disarm it, and you begin uh, walking down the cavern just normally.
No, stealthily.
All
With
right.
the stealth we can muster and our
All the stealth
multitude
you
of
make.
plate armors and no dexterity modifiers.
I will need stealth checks.
When
Yeah.
in doubt, stealth it out. Or should we all just be singing?
I got 12.
Oop. There we go.
Let's see how this goes. Yep.
Oh,
All right.
man.
All right. So you guys make your way down the cavern, attempting to be as stealthy as you can. But you are, as Aaron pointed out, wearing very heavy armor, and the cavern is large and echoey. You hear your footsteps, and anyone else in the cavern probably hears it too. Um, as you make your way through, you get closer and closer to the thing you saw hanging from the ceiling. And Colby was right. It's a giant sign, and it says, "Welcome, you're almost here."
There's a clear vibe that this place is setting up really quickly. It probably helps that I'm playing Borderlands. It feels
Yeah.
Borderlands-ish.
Um, Further down the twisting tunnel, you see another sign that wasn't activated that says "Tokens available." And even further in, you see another one that says "Lucis slots in Faerun." And when you round the last corner, uh, the darkness of the tunnel suddenly gives way to a very bright light. Tiny glowing globes, many of them blinking, flare to life along the walls and ceiling ahead. Hanging from the tunnel roof is an enormous sign around which more globes of light chase each other, and on which are lit up the words "Lottie's Palace." Wide steps at the end of the tunnel lead up to a set of open double doors. What do you want to do?
As George can hear all our footsteps, I go, do you think we should just quit trying to be stealthy and just like walk up to them like normal people? Like we're just here to do business. That way we can like take the initiative, like take the bull by the horns and just, you know, you would never think a crazy person like us would just waltz right in here like we own the place. But that's exactly what we should do. Who's with me?
Well, I mean, here's my suspicion. So, Lottie doesn't want this thing to be used. She doesn't want the Ori to be put together and used. So theoretically, I think that would mean that we're on the same side.
But she doesn't know that.
Well, the flip side too is this is a bad place, you guys. Like, this place has her name on it, and the only people we've encountered so far seem to be addicted to shiny casino tokens and like goopy, addictive, polluted water. So, best case scenario, she is not a well person and is
You don't
not
know,
making coherent decisions.
you don't know that the
Or
water's addictive.
or she's just bad. Well, they were carrying vials of it.
That just means it's good.
Or hear me out. Hear me out, Aaron. She has unlocked the best ways for a gambling casino, and we should take notes from her so we can go back and make our own casino and have like mindless zombies just pouring their money into it, and we'll become like billionaires. We can have our own fleet of airships.
Well, I mean, that's another thing to think about is this is a bad place. Whatever she's doing is like wrecking the place around her pretty severely.
So it would not be profitable to.
Probably not.
You have no proof of any of that.
We come in as the new casino owners.
I'll bet one of these foil wrap tokens that most of that is going to be true.
Is that why you come up bet?
No, I shouldn't say
Yeah.
that because these might be like evil betting magic or something.
No, you say bet, and then they activate.
Yeah, I don't trust that. I also think there's a very good chance they know we're coming, so whatever.
Yeah.
Do I have a chance to like heal up a little bit?
No.
Nope. Well, you could have taken a short rest, but definitely not a long rest. So if you wanna roll some hit die, or if anybody wants to,
I'll say do some hit die first, and then I can come back and top you off with cure wounds.
I'm
or
always saying
George
that
could,
'cause-
since he gets his spells back on a short rest.
Well, the one spell, but yeah, that makes
Well.
sense. So take a cure wounds and then do the short rest.
Well, I already used my warlock spell to cast hex in that last fight.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So yeah, if you wanna roll some hit die to see if you get any of your you'll definitely get some HP back, but how much?
Well, then I get my spell slot back because we're taking a short rest.
Yes, you do.
See, that's why I used my warlock spell slot.
Cool. It's not too bad. I think that'll top me off pretty well.
As far as I can tell, I don't think I took any damage.
No,
Uh,
they pretty much focused on Noble 6 because he was carrying the tokens.
It's
And
a
even
good
if they
thing we.
hadn't, your guys all have ungodly
I was gonna
AC.
say that those bracers of defense were a really good investment.
Yes.
I'm a little sad on not having that pearl of power, but I think that was worth it.
Yeah, I'm good on HP. I'm capped out.
All right. Anybody else need to do anything to?
I think so.
I don't really think so. I mean,
I think I'm the one because
All right. And are you entering Lottie's palace?
oh, we're gonna. Yeah, we're. I think we'll enter it.
All right. Let me put you guys on a map.
whew,
Huh. This doesn't seem good.
we're gonna die.
Whoa.
I literally was almost like, I'm going to use Channel
Jeez.
Divinity to make more tokens, and I'm really glad I didn't.
As you pass through the doors, you enter a world of opulence. Glass chandeliers fill a huge open chamber with brilliant light. The floors are carpeted, the walls decorated with scrollwork and painted with images of golden coins bearing the letter L. Dark wooden beams span the vast ceiling, which glitters with thousands of tiny gems. The center of the area holds a sunken gambling pit that is packed with people, sitting in leather upholstered chairs around tables covered in green velvet. To one side of the hall is a stage where music is being played, surrounded by a lounge with comfortable chairs and small tables. Beyond that is a bar and a door, presumably leading to a kitchen. A sign to your right indicates the powder room, while another to your left indicates tokens. To the far left is a fortified iron door sealed with a large lock. The center of the far wall features another set of double doors. The clientele here all look a lot like the Durgar you saw in the Town of Fortune. All are gambling in a frenzy, arguing with one another over tokens and swearing that the next game will be the big one. Most of them are drinking heavily. As you take it all in, a skeleton wearing a red uniform with a high collar and crisp looking hat approaches you. Um, Everybody make some perception checks. All right. Um, the skeleton approaches you and greets you in common, saying, "Welcome to Lottie's Palace." Um, and he'll present you with a tiny tray of drinks, offering you complimentary beverages, suggesting the ones with rum and fruit juice. And he will point you to the counter that's with the sign reading tokens, saying you may exchange your coin for tokens right over there.
I'm
And
immediately warning everybody: don't drink anything here. Like, just don't.
um, and everyone rolled high enough on their perceptions that you see uh, that the skeleton, uh, its skull lights up when it speaks, and you can see a tiny clockwork device inside of it. Um,
Fantastic. So they're undead, but they're not actually undead. They're constructs.
um, these devices are rather reminiscent not only of the orrery, but of the modrons that you have seen in the past. Um, and everybody roll history or arcana, whichever one you would like. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Um Errant, Noble Six, you guys know that typically skeletons aren't able to speak. Um, you can gather that the clockwork device is probably what allows them to communicate. Noble Six with a nat 20, um, you can you're able to make the assumption that even though they might be able to speak, they probably have a very limited number of things they can say. They aren't sentient beings. They more have they have programmed speech, more or less.
Does it seem like the clockwork extends through any other part of them?
I'm gonna say no. It doesn't mention it specifically, so I'm gonna say no.
All right. I just feel like we're going to get to a door and someone's going to say, only high rollers get through here. You're going to need 100 tokens. Get out there and earn some tokens.
Or buy them. There's a counter. So yeah, let me use my arrow to show a little bit more what's going on. I don't want to snap. Just no snapping. Gosh darn it! Why do I have so many things on my screen? So down here is where you would buy the tokens. Over here is the powder room. To the right is the stage where music is being played. This is the bar with the door, assuming leading to the kitchen. This is the giant locked door with a regular looking lock. Here in the center are double doors that are also locked, but it looks like a very intricate clockwork mechanism keeping the doors closed. And then a lounge area here in the middle with slot machines on the left and gambling things on the right.
So, simple lock.
Mm,
Make a clockwork lock, right?
yep. Or at least they're locks from what you can see from the other side of the room.
And
Through
what
a
were those
crowded
other two doors? Is that powder room and tokens?
uh, powder room over here. And tokens over here.
So it looks like there's
And
two more doors back there. Are those just on the
bar.
map?
Here's the bar with door to the kitchen.
Okay, so these aren't doors.
No.
Okay.
The red ones are doors.
By the way, Roll20 added a new thing, which is one-way
I know.
shadow, which is going to make it way easier to see where the doors are.
Yeah. I tried experimenting with it a little bit on this map, but decided against it. I was going to make it so that the railing you could see down into the pit but couldn't see out of it. But it made it really weird where you couldn't see across the pit.
Oh, yeah, that is strange.
So, yeah, I decided against it for now.
Does anyone seem to be particularly in charge in here?
Nope. All the skeletons seem to be serving drinks and running the gambling tables and other things of that nature.
Are there any suspicious patrons? Or unusual
No,
patrons?
most of them. Oh, I guess I should mention that most of the skeletons look a lot like the. They
Dwergar?
look Yeah, they look dwarf sized, as if they could have been Dwergar. But no, nobody looks suspicious. Everybody just seems very focused on gambling and drinking.
Oh boy. Do y'all want to go up and take a look at these locks?
Oh yeah. Honestly, we probably should just knock first and see what happens.
Yeah, I meant like visibly look at the locks and then maybe knock to see what goes on.
Might as well. You want to go to the mega clockwork lock because that one just looks the most interesting.
Sure.
Or should we keep it simple and go simple with it?
I mean, we probably want to check out both because I'm sure neither one's going to let us in.
Well, let's go simple. I'm going simple. We'll just take the shortcut through the floor.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
As you pass by, the skeletons are offering you open spots at the slots, saying, "Please come play, try your luck."
I fake pat my armor and I go, no money. No money, honey, yet. Gonna scooch around you guys. I'm at the walk. I don't really know what I'm doing. I thought like Aaron would follow me or someone, maybe Veerheis.
Sure.
I'm gonna inspect this lock, even though I don't have even though Veerheis is the artificer and has lock picking tools. Now I'll investigate it.
Okay.
I was kind of joking.
I can assist you.
Only a little bit.
Okay, Veerheis, we're on Ocean's 12. This is your part of the plan. You gotta break this lock, but don't break it because we just want you to examine it and then knock.
So, same plan to sort of guide and assist while you check out
Okay,
the
so
mechanism and.
do I investigate?
Are you trying to investigate the lock, or are you trying to see if you can determine what's on the other side of the door?
And investigating the lock?
Okay, yeah, then
And I have
roll what?
so I have eyes of minute seeing that I could put on, I guess.
Um, the lock isn't actually that small. It's actually pretty large.
Okay.
Um, it's big, but seems rather simple. But roll a investigation check.
Can I seduce the lock?
There he is.
No, I don't think you could. It's not sentient, unfortunately.
Okay. The lock is immune to your charms.
You say that, and Veerheis immediately perfectly seduces the lock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hip
With
thrust,
a
it comes open.
uh, is that what I need to do to get a girlfriend?
That's how
Just
it
walk
works.
up to random people and hip thrust until one of them says, "Yes, please."
I'm pretty sure that's how it works now.
Um, yeah. So nat 20. um, you you are able to determine that this is a relatively simple lock, but it does have a trap on it. If you attempt to pick the lock or even open the door, uh, a trap of some sort will trigger.
Okay, so is it? I think it's now time to knock on it.
I think that makes sense. We might as well try.
All right, I'm gonna knock on the door. Give it a good old classic knock.
Nothing happens.
But you gotta wait. It takes some time for someone to get there.
How long do you wait?
We'll give him like a minute, maybe a minute and a half.
Nothing happens.
Okay, we're on next lock.
Roll. You guys want to roll some perception checks? How about this? All right. So, Arendt and Vierheis, while you're standing there waiting to see if someone will make their way to this door and open it for you, you're able to pick up sounds of gears turning, uh, almost like an electrical buzz, perhaps. Just a lot of it sounds like there's a lot of machinery on the other side of this door.
Is the door, is the door made of metal?
Um, yes, it is.
I'll keep that in my back pocket for now. We'll call that Plan B. I just have a suspicion. Can I go see, like, what are the tokens being redeemed for?
Nothing. Uh, in order to play any of these gambling games, you must use tokens rather than gold.
Right, but are people just playing? I mean, in casinos, you cash out somewhere. Are people
Sure.
just playing to play?
No, they could ultimately cash out, like exchange their tokens for gold.
Okay. It's not like exchange for prizes or something, though, right?
No.
Okay. Well,
It's a
let's go check
counter
out the
with
big
this,
door then.
Big giant stuffed animals behind it.
Right. Um,
Pardon me, guys. Excuse me. Scoochies. Gotta wait for the crowd because I gotta get to the door. We'll remember the simple lock, but it's the mega lock that I'm really interested in.
all right. So, yeah, Vierheis, make an investigation check, or whoever wants to investigate this one.
I will assist and guide.
I will seduce.
Oh man.
Not as great. These doors and their lock are extremely complex. You've never seen anything quite like it. And you're not even sure how you would begin to try and pick this lock. That being said, since you got a natural 20 on your other investigation check for the other lock, I'll give you this. you do notice that there is uh, it's not just hanging out in the open, but you're able to see that there's a, a better than decent chance. No, I'm not sure how to phrase this. Um, it seems like this lock could be opened by some sort of mechanism in the other room,
Oh.
as if you can deduce that the other room might be the power source for this entire place, and that everything might you might be able to control a lot of things from that other room.
All right. Could we just ask the person behind the counter if we could borrow the key?
You can try.
Wait, guys. I got this. Hear me out. Is there a gap underneath the door by Errant?
I'm gonna go with no.
Like a token-sized gap?
No, I don't think so.
Could
I
we
think they're
put a
pretty.
token-sized gap in the door?
Nope, I don't think there's a gap in the doors at all.
Do you think they would fall for it if we told them we lost a token on the other side of that door?
Our token rolled under the door.
I think most casinos would say if you lost money, that is your problem, not theirs.
Probably true.
No, because a lot of these people are going crazy for tokens, right?
Oh.
Mm.
Well, not the zombie drones, I don't think.
Well, not the workers, but the people.
Yeah.
For your heist, do you just want to try and disable the trap on this door?
Well, the smaller one?
Yeah. I just feel like at some point something is going to want like 100 tokens from us. I played Pokemon Red and Blue.
It's like one of those, Final Fantasy games where they have a casino section. And in order to get the ultimate sword, you have to.
All right. If you want to try and disarm the trap, you are welcome to attempt it.
Thieves' tools?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to.
Yep. Even with your 16, that is enough to successfully disarm the trap. But that being said, the door is still locked.
Oh.
Well, now you got to undo the lock, but undoing the trap means that you don't explode when you undo the lock.
Yep. So if you'd like, you can certainly try and do thieves' tools again to pick the lock.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Whew.
What is that is unfortunately not enough to pick the lock.
Of course. Oh no.
It was close. It was close.
Play a lot of basketball. George, you want to give it a try?
On picking the lock. I don't pick locks.
You can borrow his tools and try.
Why you try?
Can I just turn the door into tokens?
Yes.
Seduce the lock again.
Oh, if you say so.
You could try. There, you could also search or talk to people, seeing if there are other ways in.
Oh,
That requires being social. I don't want to talk to people.
Isn't the slut stat charisma?
What's that?
Isn't
yes,
the slut stat charisma?
yes, this is true.
Yeah, if you wanna turn the door into a stack of tokens, by all means, go for it.
Sure. I will channel divinity to turn the door into a little snappable sheet of tokens.
Okay. Um, how many tokens would that create?
It
Most
can only
likely.
create a value up to 100 gold, and he said that they're worth 5 each.
Yes.
So that puts me up to 40 tokens.
Okay. And with that, wait, what? Oh, it's just they made the dynamic lighting for the door almost the same color as the door itself, so it's hard to. So it goes away, and um,
That's fun.
inside you see the walls of the room are covered in conduits and glowing panels, many of which leak green fluid that flows towards a grated drain on the floor. In the center of the room stands a large glass globe on a stone pedestal. A brilliant ball of light pulses within the globe, which roils with dark energy, bearing and disturbing, uh, bearing a disturbing resemblance to a map of the world. Coiled around the globe is a long serpentine creature that resembles a cross between a centipede and a crocodile, and which is made entirely out of clockwork. It begins to move, but of more immediate notice is a translucent illusion, a hologram, if you will, of a lich in an evening gown lounging on a couch at the far side of the room. She wears an eye patch and strokes a contented-looking dog as she speaks. So you thought you could enter my palace and rob me, did you? Let's make it interesting then. See if you can convince me to spare you before my clockwork pet destroys you all. The lich laughs as the clockwork creature lunges towards you. And this is the creature. And you can see
The lich in the
the
corner.
hologram in the background of that.
Of course.
Oh,
Wait, so Lottie's the Lich?
I'm guessing.
I mean, the orrery's been around a long time.
Hmm. I don't know why. Lottie just sounded like a gnome name, but I don't know why.
I mean, maybe back in the day it was.
But
I just kind of figured Lottie would be like some elf that just decided to be wherever it wanted to be. Keeping it low, just as always.
right. Initiative roll.
All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna get some. Well, after my turn, I'll get some food.
Did Noble 6 roll?
Didn't see it.
Just about to.
Okay.
Hopefully, I did it correctly this time.
Yeah, I remembered to select my thing.
Yep.
Perfect.
All right.
I got a nat 1 on initiative.
You know,
That just means you're no longer part of the initiative. You crit failed it.
I'm just if you
You,
guys
you forgot how to initiative.
if you guys want a better idea of what this creature is supposed to resemble, there you go.
Can we seduce it?
No, it is once again inanimate because it is made of clockwork.
it's a mechanical. I guess mechanical things can't be seduced.
But yeah, the link I sent you shows art of this creature normally. So just imagine it as a machine instead.
Yes.
Veer Heist, you're an artificer. Make an EMP grenade and let's just fry it.
So, Errant, you are up first.
Awesome.
So is the hologram just sitting there?
Yep. And
I thought
in
you said it
fact,
disappeared.
nope,
Oh,
it did not disappear.
it just laughed.
In fact, she offered you a challenge.
Convince
She
her.
said, "See if you can convince me to spare you before my clockwork pet destroys you all."
How many orrery pieces are there total? Is it 7?
Let me check. I want to say yes, but there it is. There's the link. There's the orrery itself, the base of which all the parts would go on, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yes, a total of 7.
I think I just yell out in rapid succession. We're here to destroy the orrery. We already have 5 of the 7 pieces, and a band of evil folks are trying to gather them, and we need your help.
Doing anything else on your turn?
I guess I will still. I will prepare a reaction to Sacred Flame, the Clockwork Creature, if she doesn't respond.
Yeah, say that again. I'm sorry.
I will prepare a reaction to attack Sacred Flame, the Clockwork Creature, if she doesn't respond.
Okay. Um,
Do you roll persuasion or something?
I'm trying to see. Yeah, roll. You'll definitely need to roll persuasion. I'm just trying to decide what. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll persuasion. Uh, yeah, she will she'll sort of laugh. Yeah, kind of laugh at you a little bit. Uh, destroy the orrery. Don't you think I would have done exactly that if it were possible? And with that, Vierheis.
Hmm. I guess I'll get my cannon out and. I'll just do this. I'll have it ready in action to uh, shoot the centipede thing if it attacks us.
Okay.
Also, I guess I'd ask: is there a way to permanently disable the orrery?
Um. No.
Of course.
She doesn't know of any way to. Like she just said, if you can ask a different question if you'd like, because like she just said, there's if it were possible to have destroyed it, she would have
Right.
done so rather than scattering the pieces.
Mm-hmm. So. So we made things worse by collecting all the pieces.
Um.
I mean,
I
if we
mean,
hadn't,
yeah, I guess the other people are already looking for it. So yeah, they
yeah,
would
like literally we snatched every single one of them
right before
except the
they would.
original, I guess, right out of the hands of someone.
Yep, this is true.
Yeah.
Although
She.
who possessed? Was that just some like random evil god who wasn't important? They possessed the like guard at the beginning.
It was the orrery itself, the the altar on which it was placed that sort of possessed him. Um,
Uh,
if I remember correctly. But yeah, she'll say, make things worse? No. Actually, you'll need to roll persuasion too.
oh, right. Oh,
17. Okay, yeah. No. You did not make things worse. Uh, you just delayed the inevitable. The the six, as they're called, uh, I know they've been collecting them, and you seem to have uh, delayed them. But even with the single piece they have, it's only a matter of time before they're able to complete their goals.
so are we talking like world-ending stuff if they get the orrery put together?
That would be a different question.
Oh, right. Yes. Next person.
Not going to do anything on your turn, though?
No, that's it.
I
That's
mean,
all I meant.
you could at least ready an action to cast a cantrip or
Well,
something.
it's so yeah. I readied the cannon. I think I don't know
Okay.
if I can ready an action because I summoned the cannon was my action.
Oh, yeah.
But the cannon's action, I think I can set it to react. So,
Okay.
anyways, yeah.
George.
Like, weird question, okay. But like, since we kind of like have most of the pieces, and they have one, and you're kind of saying all hope is lost. Do you think we should just give it to him and just kind of faff off about that? Spend the time in here enjoying your drinks and your gambling.
Um,
You have to roll persuasion to.
yeah, you'll definitely have to roll persuasion.
That's fine. 28.
Oh,
You have also accidentally seduced her.
If anyone can seduce it, it might be me.
she'll laugh delightedly and say, "By the gods, yes, I would absolutely love that. Uh, at any other time. However, if once this ritual is complete, it will be world ending, and I'll have no use of your money any longer." Um,
I guess I will. If this thing does attack because I haven't been able to persuade her to not try and kill us, I'm already an Eldritch Blast. And I was here, so 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. I'm going to stand here, actually. We're still
all
in
right,
good cone path, but at least I'm trying.
sure. All right, Noble Six.
So
Toss
everyone
that.
else is not really convinced or much besides George.
Yeah, I was like, can we tell? Is the thing standing down right now because we're talking to her, or
Um,
You'll find out in just a minute.
yeah, I guess. Well, yeah, in
yeah,
one more turn we'll know.
it's a little hard to tell. It's still currently still scuttling around the orb. It
Okay.
hasn't made any overt moves to reach out and attack you yet, but that also might just be because you haven't entered the room.
Oh,
You don't you're unfamiliar with what
yes.
its programming might be.
Since it's a mechanical creature and not a creature.
Before you do anything though, Noble Six, or ask anything, all of you can make perception checks. Let me make sure that's right. Yeah, you can all make perception checks. And um, while we're at it, you could also probably make Arcana checks.
Oh my god.
Never thought. Well, George still needs to roll. Yeah, never thought Noble Six would be the one saving you guys on the Arcana checks. But um, so yeah, with those pretty great uh perceptions. Well, Errant and Noble Six anyway, good perceptions. You guys are able to tell that the I'm on the wrong page. The Clockwork Creature um, has a very complex arrangement of workings, and it gives it a pretty unique vulnerability. Uh, any character within 5 feet of the construct can use an action to a attempt to disable it using jeweler's tools or thieves' tools. Um, and with your Arcana checks, everybody else is just kind of stunned by this creature and the fact that there's a lich speaking to them via a hologram. Noble Six, though, is the only one able to keep his presence of mind. Isn't too stunned by this, maybe because he doesn't understand what a lich is. But he's able to realize that it's likely the lich isn't directly controlling this creature. Uh, it's like the skeletons. It's probably got a programming
Mm,
uh, rather than taking direct commands. Because the lich isn't really there; it's just a hologram. And when I say not there, I mean not in this room.
yeah.
It's probably somewhere in here, maybe.
Like in the cavern, or
So theoretically, then, um, if George whacked it, he could taunt it. Not George, sorry. If Noble Six whacked it, he could taunt it. George could assist one of us, and Veerheist and I can both make checks to try and disable.
Yep. And when let me be clear when I say disable. If you make that check and you succeed, it's not going to automatically kill this thing. There's a lot of moving parts in this. It would be helpful. I'll say.
like the end boss in the first Portal game, like you take the
I haven't played it, so I wouldn't know.
you knock the different parts off of the AI robot, and
Gotcha. Yeah, there's a lot of games like that. Yeah. Doing so would likely hurt the creature and would likely limit its abilities to do things.
yeah,
Got it. So I'm gonna make it very mad.
Well,
step into the room and tell it its mother was a
once
toaster.
again, Noble Six, you're understanding that it's probably on a program. It's probably been programmed to do things and probably immune to taunting.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
It has a set of instructions that it will follow.
Well, should we run in there and
Well, it is now your turn, and the hologram is still there if you want to ask questions of it.
my only question is what happens if we just kill all the Sixers? Then nobody will be looking for the timepieces anymore.
If you just kill them,
The Sixers?
yeah, the
okay.
six. Yeah,
Um,
the bad guys. I mean, there's only 6 of them, right?
as far as you know,
Yeah, we
I mean, you've not even met 6. You've only really met 2.
Oh.
Just pick them off one by one.
Mm,
If you were to kill them, you would certainly buy more time for this realm. Years, centuries, millennia, who can say? But there will always be people searching for the power the orrery and its components offer.
So we need
Millennia
to
is a
erase.
really long time to figure out a solution.
This is true. If that's how much time we buy. Let's say, is there a way to erase everybody's memory of the orrery? And then we can. And that way.
So cool.
Is
We
are
kill
you
them.
going to do anything else, Noble 6?
Well, I'm going to be the first one to step into the room.
Okay.
Just because. You know what? I'll take. There we go. I'll make room for people.
Okay.
Gets electrocuted, takes 100 damage. I'm pretty sure that'll end my turn. Or can I ready and act?
Yeah, you can ready an action.
Ready in action. If it attacks me, I can attack it back.
Sure.
Perfect. That's what I'll do, and then I'll end my turn.
Okay. And yeah, with that, entering the room, it's going to leap off the ball at you. And you can take your attack. I'm just going to put it right there. Oh my. You crit on your very first one.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! This has been so long since I've ever done that.
Like you
All
didn't quit.
right.
You quit not that long ago, Harrison.
No, I played. Yes,
You
but
played his
in
crit
actual,
card. Or,
Yeah,
attack.
we're getting it. All right, so deal your crit damage there. Okay. 10, not so bad, not so bad. And what's your crit card do? It's
Lay it up
slashing
there.
damage. Quadruple damage.
gosh.
Jeez.
Lucky. Lucky you only rolled 10.
I know.
Okay. And with that, this will
Will this trigger all the held reactions?
Yeah. Did anybody else have held reactions to go?
Yeah, I was going to Eldritch Blast if it attacked.
Yeah, Sacred
Okay.
Flame.
All right.
I'll go first. 16.
I did a troubleshoot. And
16 misses.
I missed.
And DC 13.
16.
Oh, yeah. Damage is
Yeah,
13.
damage.
Gotcha. That is a lot of damage. You upcast that?
No, we're just over level 5 now.
Hmm.
Cantrips level up automatically.
None on a save. Submit. Apply damage. All right. And the Eldritch Cannon, the 16 misses.
Okay.
All right. So now it will go. So the first thing it will do is try and constrict you, Noble 6, wrap itself around you, getting a 28 to hit. Um, oh, wow. Doing 12 bludgeoning damage and 21 slashing damage. And you are now grappled. And you can cut those in half, of course. No, you can't. You're not raging yet. Yeah, 33 total damage.
33, I was off by 1.
Yeah, 12 and 21. Then it's also going to bite you. Only getting a 13 to hit, though.
Oh, thank goodness.
Errant, it is your turn.
Okay. So the check with
Oh,
jeweler's tools.
hold on. Before you do, sorry. I forgot that this is making more than a little noise, drawing a lot of attention. The crowds and the people are going to move away from what's happening. But you'll notice they're not rushing to help you or to flee. They're just kind of moving to other gaming locations. The skeletons will mostly stay in their place though because they don't have real emotions. They're programmed to attend to those areas. In addition, Lottie, or the illusion of Lottie, will actually end the conversation. She'll say, "Oh, I'm so terribly sorry. I actually have an appointment and I must go. Uh, have fun dying, but if you don't, maybe we'll talk again. Uh, but I doubt that." And with that, the illusion disperses, and you're left with just this creature.
Hey, y'all, remember when I said that she was probably bad or unhinged? Probably both seems to be the answer. So, making the check, did that actually... did you say that doesn't disable it?
I
Not
mean,
completely. It just removes an ability or something that it has. Or
yeah, it will damage and potentially do other things. But it's not going to be a make this one check and the fight is over.
Well,
Yeah.
here's an important question then. If I use jeweler's tools, am I using dexterity?
Yeah.
Then I am not doing that. All right. In that case, I am going to use Searing Smite as a bonus action and try to hit it.
All right.
And that doesn't hit, does it?
A 16 does not.
All right. Well, I hold it. I actually have to leave now. I have a thing I have to suddenly go do, which is not great. So,
Okay. Hope everything is okay.
yeah. Just got to peace out. Shoot, is there any way?
We can actually pause this and come back next week. Because I know you stream it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was trying to figure out. I don't know if there's any way to
Yeah.
keep the stream running other than just letting it sit for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Let's just pause here and
Yeah.
we'll come back next week.
Sorry, y'all.
No
It's all right.
worries. Like I said,
No,
hope
no.
everything's okay.
Cliffhanger ending.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I need to go. Peace.
All right. Bye.